You've crossed the wrong line.
Who helps the healer?
This condition is irrational.
Damn you!
Vision, I dedicate my body to science.
Two of our party members down. Yay! Party members!
Go.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
You won't survive me.
Oh, don't attack Amber of all people.
Are you still here?
Yes. This will leave a bruise.
Jesus! How many times are you gonna hit her with a nat 20?
The light, take you!
Endure this!
Wow, that 15 points really did a number on you, didn't it?
Good guys always win. I got this.
Yes. Into the fray! No glory without risk!
Make every strike count. Begone, fiend!
Oh, come on! You had one shot! Oh, I should have just actually... Well...
Ouch! Continue fighting, everyone. Nice try. Didn't work, though. Nice try. Didn't work, though.
Wow. For a spell that's supposed to be an area of effect, it kind of sucks that I actually have to select a character to target it on. I don't have to do that for a fireball. Okay, that's pretty stupid.
Yes. Yes. The light, take you!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I surrender. Stop. I give up. Don't hit me. You damned rat. How dare you? Come back. I remember you. You came to our temple begging for healing just a month ago. We fed you. We shared our table with you and took you in. Then you... I don't even know what I'm going to do with you. Stop it. I surrender. Here's the priest of Shellin. I've surrendered. So you had to spare my life. Your goddess demands it. Is he telling the truth? Your religion doesn't allow you to kill him? Yes, the Eternal Rose is known for her grace. She teaches us how to show mercy to anyone who asks for it. It's one thing to slay an enemy in battle, but a captive, you must try to save their soul, to show them the beauty of the world, persuade them to abandon the path of evil. It's difficult. The world is better for it. I'm just repeating your own sermons back to you. Come on, Cecile. Try to make me repent of my sins. Perhaps your kind words will make me abandon Baphomet's teachings, run to Shellin for redemption, and start knitting some masterpieces of my own. Stop, Cecile. It's not worth breaking your goddess. You two know each other? We do. That's Nardi, a tailor's apprentice from Canabras. We healed him after he was mauled by a dog. Then he became a frequent visitor to our temple. He listened attentively to our sermons, studied the goddess's teachings, and praised our art. Were you lying to our faces the whole time? When we took you in, when you sat at our table, when we broke bread with you, were you planning to stab us in the back even then? The whole time. Now you understand part of it. Let's dig into the rest. I was hoping to lure you to our side. It wouldn't have been hard. We are everywhere, even inside you. I think you know it too. You are not like all those pious devotees. You pretended to be, and maybe you fooled yourself, but we both see who you really are. You have the same demonic rage inside you. It's a pity. I never had time to kindle it into a devouring flame. But sometimes you have to resort to a backup plan. Having you die at the hands of our dead friends was such a good idea. The pity it didn't work. Shut up. You really believe that even this scum deserves a chance for redemption? I don't know. May Shellin forgive me, but I have never had to struggle with this burden before. I had no time to try healing the souls of villains. I was always preoccupied with healing the bodies of those hurt by them. Forgive me, Eternal Rose. You teach us to be merciful to our enemies and love them, but I am too weak. I'm afraid. Grant me absolution from this sin, for this kind of love is beyond me. Stop, Cecile. It's not worth breaking your goddess's vows because of filth like him. Cecile looks at the battered necromancer's face, then at his bloodied hands in disgust. He slowly lowers and clenches his fist. Thank you for stopping me. I almost broke my vows because of this. I had absolutely no idea there was so much rage in me. It's a shame. A disgrace, but I must admit that I enjoyed beating him. Forgive me for letting you see me like this. It should never have happened. You are the commander, and he is our captain. It's up to you to decide his fate. I surrender. Here, take everything I've got. Just don't kill me. What do you think I should do with him? I have no right to decide whether he should live or die. You are in charge. I will send a messenger with... Huh. What do you think, chat? 2 or 3? Hmm. 3/4 options. He dead. Huh, 3 out of 4 options. Yeah, he dead. I will send a messenger with orders to imprison the cultist. His deeds will be punished to the fullest extent of the law. Yes, that's the right thing to do. Thank you. It's all right. You're safe now. We should bury the bodies again. This is a place of peace, and we must not leave it. May the eternal rose grant them peace at last. Let's be on our way. Whew. Well,
Beautiful.
that was fun.
I will lend you my aid.
Okay, that's an ability, Divine Fortune. That's also a class ability. Gonna go ahead and set all. What level is that one? That's level. Oh, well. Why do you... What? Whoops. Whoops. Well, anyways. There we go. Buffs, debuffs, class ability. Is there a potion of removed blindness in here? Or a scroll? Don't know why some of these have 2 stacks. But okay. Doesn't look like there's a scroll of remove Blindness. Or a potion. That sucks. Oh, let's go. It's the West Selin River. Okay. Banner of the Citadel. Okay, we need to be doing that. Wide of the World. Opening. Okay. I suppose we just go ahead and step on back into here. I need to get rid of that stuff. Didn't I? Or did I not talk about this stuff? Huh. Anyways, I don't have much to tell. I had one little with. I've done little with life until I met you. But if you want to know anything, just ask. Okay, where are you from? From Andoran. I grew up at the outskirts of Carpendon, large rich city. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I didn't talk about this. Surrounded by gardens and vineyards, just imagine miles and miles of greenery and fragrant orchards. My family had a small winery. I worked here from a young age. I pressed juice, did a little carpentry, and painted, and one day I discovered I could do more with paint than simply cover walls with it. There was a temple of Shella nearby. My brother and I would often spend our days there, listening to music and enjoying the stained glass windows. As a boy, my brother decided to devote himself to serve the eternal road. My parents hoped that at least I would remain to run the family business, but it can't be helped. The goddess called me too. It's all right. I have plenty of cousins, second cousins, and other relatives. When this war is over, I'll go back there and see how they're doing. So you're an artist. That's too grand of a word for it. But yes, I love to paint and I know how to. Of course, a crusade isn't the best place for art. What I managed to draw here is best sketches. I hope when this war is over, I'll be able to turn them into real painting. Fascinating. May I see your sketches? There is nothing special to them, but if you really insist. So Scylla hands you a folder with pencil sketches. You recognize familiar fighters and some of the portraits. The cleric drew them without flattery, just as they are, but beneath features that seem boring and even ugly in life. So Scylla's hands has found inner beauty, power, and dignity. The tired faces of soldiers covered with wrinkles and scars resemble an army of angels. Instead of working as a craftsman, you decided to serve a deity? An interesting turn of fate. Some clerics are proud of their tender hands, which have never touched anything heavier than a brush. There's nothing ugly about hard-earned calluses. Indeed, I should say that saving the world is easier with strong hands. I'm sorry these hands couldn't save the people who died in Canabras. How did you end up in Canabras? I was hoping to find Trevor in the city, my brother. Oh. After my brother took his vows and was ordained a paladin of Sheldon, he departed for the crusade. He wrote from home often, but everything he saw, his battles, the people he helped. From his letters, I learned that he had joined the Eagle Watch in Canabras, but soon his letters became infrequent, and then they stopped altogether. We'd feared the news of his death, but silence was our only answer. Not a word from him, or from his command, or his brothers in arms. Nothing. In the end, I couldn't wait any longer. In the end, I couldn't wait any longer, and I came here myself to find Trevor, if he's still alive, or his grave, if he should have perished. But my brother seems to have vanished. I tried asking the other paladins, but they refused to talk to me. And it's very much like they're trying to avoid the need to lie. I sent official requests to their order's command. Still, I wait in vain for an answer. I joined the local church of Sheldon, hoping to find out the truth one day. The city was attacked by demons. When your brother was preparing to become a paladin of Sheldon, did he learn some kind of art too? Yes, he's always been a good wood carver. Toys, whistles, wind frames. Our house was the most beautiful in the area. All dressed in his wooden filigree. From the railing on the stairs to the wonderbird on the roof. You show commendable persistence. In the face of such trouble, most would give up the search and leave. Yes, persistence. The cleric's eyes stare into the distance. You know, I got that from my brother. Trevor never gave up. If he had to wait, he waited. If he had to use force, he did. Did 500 damage to a group of enemies with a single spell? Good God, I can't wait to do that. When he fell, he always got up. And got me up too. Though I was so much weaker than him, I could never betray everything he taught me. How did you end up in the court of the Queen Galfrey? When the city was attacked by demons, there was a hospital in our church. Every one of us was prepared to fight to the last to cover the evacuation. But our mother superior wouldn't let me join the fight. She sent me for help, and everyone who stayed was killed. Why did she choose me? Maybe it was because I was new, the youngest and least experienced of the clerics, and I wouldn't be much help in battle. Or maybe she was giving me a chance to survive while the rest of them barely died. Sheldon be my witness. I did not ask for this. I would be honored to lay my own head next to theirs. I ran to the closet closest Mendevian garrison. I don't know by what miracle I got there. There were demons all around and everything was on fire. I remember my horse was killed right under me while I fought off some shrieking monsters. But when I came to, I awoke among friends. My first thought was that it must be a dream. In my delirium, Queen Galfrey herself was dressing my wounds. But it was true. It was Queen Galfrey herself, tending to a lowly warrior. That's how I ended up in her army. I marched with them back to Canabras, to the ruins. How did you manage to always look like you're on your way to a tea party and not a battle? Soseo looks down for a few moments, searching in silence for the right words. At last, he softly replies, "When I first got here to the World Wound, the word terror doesn't convey half of what I felt. The land itself here is maimed and mutilated, desecrated, but more frightening still is what the war does to people, to their bodies and souls. For every knight in shining armor, there are 100 warriors whose souls are maimed with fear, suffering, and cruelty. Many have forgotten why they're here, and now know only war. When there's a break in the fighting, they drink themselves into oblivion and wallow in the mud. They're rotting alive and don't even seek help. They give up on themselves a long time ago." Don't misunderstand me. I don't condemn them. Quite the opposite. I want to help. And to do so, I must look after myself first, not only to treat and support them, but to remind them that there's something else besides war. There's a normal world out there. A place where blood doesn't stain the ground and people don't sleep in trenches. And a place where, as you said, they even occasionally have tea parties. You do so much to help others. I want you to know, whenever you yourself need support, you can count on me. Thanks for caring. I'm glad I now have a friend like you. I used to have no one to rely on besides my goddess. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I promise I won't neglect myself. To serve others, I must have strength. What is the servant of the goddess of beauty doing in a war zone? I am doing what the goddess destined me for, to keep our fighters safe. I'm confident in our victory. The gods of good are on our side, so we cannot fail. But victory is not enough. I do whatever I can to help those who are holding off the forces of the abyss, so they may live long enough to see victory, without losing themselves along the way. Every one of our soldiers deserves a home where people love them and are waiting for their return. When our soldiers are finally able to go home, on that day, I may earn the right to lay down my weapons forever. Your art is so touching. Perhaps I could pose for a portrait sometime. Just you and me. Becomes flustered. And struggles to find the right words. Of course, if only you'd allow, it would mean a lot to me. That would be absolutely wonderful. Tell me about your brother. Anyways, Trevor, he's always been my hero ever since we were children. I was a coward, always telling petty lies, always running away from danger. Trevor always ran toward it. He had this saying, an army stands until peace comes. A lie stands until the truth comes out. He never lied, never let injustice pass, never. He was 8 when he said he was going to be a paladin, and he always went toward that goal. Day after day, never looking back. I remember the day he went off to fight. I thought this is it. The war will finally end. Trevor will defeat all the demons and close the world wound. But thank you for talking to me. My pleasure. Who are you? Facility room Artemis. Okay, how did you end up on the battlefield? Volunteered. Citizen failed. Okay, who is that boy? Wait, we already. Ah, here we are. Need one of those, please. Thank you. I don't need any. Oh, deal. I also need a scroll of remove disease, please. Because that is a disease, right? Yeah. Okay. So for you, where'd you remove where's the scroll of remove blindness? And scroll of remove disease. There we go.